What's up, everybody? So, today I want to actually talk about my coming out story and how I knew that I was trans. So, I think ever since I can remember, I hated being a girl. I thought it was the worst thing ever. Like, one day I remember we all went school clothes shopping and we had to wear uniforms. So I was like, yes, uniforms. Everybody has to wear pants. Everybody has to wear a shirt. Thought it was great. And my mom told me, she says, "Why are you standing like that? You stand like a boy." And in my head, I was like, yes. I was like, yes. I was so happy, so freaking happy. So I was like, all right, good, good, good. Like that was probably like the first big thing of my mom that I remember that I was so happy for. So but fast forward, blah 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 blah. I always felt like I hated being a girl. A period was the worst thing that ever could happen to me. It was, I cried and I felt gross. So fast forward, and I was going on YouTube like you guys and Googling everything, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm trans, blah, blah, blah. But after a while, I was not happy anymore. I was not happy being the person that I was and looking like this, and just, I felt ugly and disgusting, and it was just, I didn't fit anywhere. So, when I actually transitioned, I did everything behind my family's back. My mom didn't know, my sister didn't know, nobody knew. The first person that I ever told was my girlfriend at the time, and then my friend Taylor. And everybody was fine, everybody was accepting of it, but it just kind of, it was scary because I didn't know how everybody else was gonna react. But hold up. But so after being 3 months on T, that's when people were like, "Hey, are you getting sick? Are you getting sick? Are you getting sick?" And I'm like, "No, just my throat, my throat." So after a while, I couldn't lie anymore. I'm like, "All right, well, I'm starting to get a little facial hair." And one day, my cousin tells me, he's like, "You look different." And I'm like, "All right, you know what? I just gotta tell you. So I want you to do one thing for me." She says, "Okay, what?" I said, "Okay, so I've been taking hormones for like 3 months." She was like, "What? 3 months? You never told us, Bob? Who knows?" I said, "Nobody knows, but I want you to tell the whole family and just, wildfire it." So I didn't have to go up to every single person and be like, "Oh, I'm this, blah, 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 blah," and explain to everybody. So I'm like, if you want, I'm gonna explain everything to you and just say, "Oh my gosh, guess what I found out, blah, blah, blah." And just, she spread the word perfectly, and I love her for that. But yeah, so that's how I did it, because I really didn't care who I was living for at the time, because it's not anybody else's life, it's my life. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna be somebody that I'm not just for other people, because I'm gonna be miserable every day of my life. Meanwhile, everybody just sees me the way that they want to and just moves along. They don't do things for me like that. It's my life and it's what I want to do. So I'm just not gonna, I didn't want to be who I wasn't just to be a background in everybody else's life, because they're not me. They don't live my life. And so yeah, so problems that I did arrive into is that a lot of people were like, "Is that a boy or a girl? Boy or a girl?" Even little kids. I'm like, oh, every time I saw a little kid, I was like, oh my gosh, just don't look at me. And then on the fact that I'm super short, I'm like 5'1", so it's like, is that a little boy or a little girl? So I was like, but even when I was probably like on 5-6 months, and I kind of was looking like a guy, but kind of people didn't know. It is okay to get misgendered. It is okay, because it's going to happen. Whether you like it or not, it's going to happen. If I see a girl and she looks like a girl, then I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, ma'am," but I don't do it. I don't know her backstory. I don't know her life. What if she's trans right now and she's trying to be a guy but can't? So, it's not their fault unless they do it intentionally and they know. But strangers, you don't. I know a person, and every time he was misgendered, he would get so angry, but he looked like a female. So if you look like a female, people are going to call you a female. Whether you like it or not, that's what's gonna happen. If you see a duck, you're gonna say, hey, look at the duck. You're not gonna say, duck, are you, that's, you're just gonna call it what it is. And it's okay, because they're strangers. It's not worth getting angry over every single day until you look like the way you're supposed to or how you want to. It's just, you don't have to be combative with every single person. Like, if you're in the line, Wendy's, McDonald's, somebody's like, oh, thank you, ma'am, you're trans, just say, you're welcome, and move on with your day. It's okay. Yeah, it happened, but it sucks, but you don't have to get angry over it. But now, unless people are doing it to you actually on purpose, then you probably shouldn't be around that kind of person, because they suck. But yeah. Also at school, okay, so school and work. I started school after like a year of being on hormones. So no, not even. I was actually out of school, and then it was like everybody kind of noticed, and then one day I just came in with like a new semester, and I was like, oh, my name is this. They were like, okay, and then that was it. Teachers aren't gonna do that because there's a lot of lawsuits and everything, from discrimination and whatnot. But if there is a problem, you should just go to higher up. You don't have to fight everybody, like I said. Also with work, I actually transferred. I worked at Olive Garden. I actually transferred to a different one because a lot of guests would come in every single week, and they were like, oh, your throat, oh, you sound different. And I just got tired of it, so I was like, I think I should transfer. So if you guys can transfer, that's always good to transfer, but just know that people at your new place are gonna know, because company people talk and whatnot, whatever. I guess that's all I want to say. My story isn't like too hectic or not, Of course, my mom and my family wish that I wouldn't have like transitioned, that I was happy who I am, but it happens. So, another thing that I want to say is dealing with pictures, old pictures of yourself, and dealing with people that knew you before. They're gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, I know this person. They may not catch on to it at first, but they are gonna know, and they're gonna be like, oh wow, this person changed. Just they're gonna know, because I haven't met not one person from my past that didn't know who I am now, and I didn't have to tell them. But also, I'm like a short little brown guy, so there's not like a lot of people, and my tattoos are a giveaway, so but if somebody knows me from back then, I'm like, oh, hi, what's up, but I don't. And so yeah, but I hope this kind of gave you guys like a little advice on what to do, whatnot. But a big part of it, if you are misgendered, don't take it to heart, because especially if it's a stranger or somebody that you don't know personally, don't take it to heart. Just wipe it clean and just move on, because they do not know you. They don't know your background. They don't know anything. Just like you, as you are, you might be misgendering somebody right now, but you don't even know, because you don't know that much about them. So that's Gabe's advice for today. So have a good, guys. Happy Easter!